Blackfacts.com presents Black History Heroes. Biggie Smalls. Born as Christopher Wallace on May 21, 1972, in Brooklyn, New York. Biggie, or the notorious B.I.G., as he'd later become known, experienced a rough childhood. At an early age, he was surrounded by drug addicts and dealers. As a result, by his early teens, Biggie had joined the life that was all around him. At the age of 17, Biggie was arrested for selling crack, and spent 9 months in a North Carolina prison before making bail. As he navigated his young, uncertain life, Biggie started making music. He hooked on with a crew called the Old Gold Brothers, and began experimenting on his own. After a tape of his landed in the hands of Mr. C, a well-known DJ, Smalls was featured in the hip-hop publication, The Source. The article was enough to catch the attention of Sean "Puffy" Combs, a young producer at Uptown Entertainment. When Combs split off from Uptown to start his own label, Bad Boy Entertainment, he brought Smalls with him. Immediately, the notorious B.I.G., as he now called himself, got to work, appearing on a 1993 remix of Mary J. Blige's single, Real Love. His debut as a solo artist came with the single, Party and Bullshit, on the soundtrack to the film, Who's the Man? 1993. In 1994, the notorious B.I.G. released his debut album, Ready to Die, which told the story of his life, from drug dealer to rapper. Backed with hits like Juicy and Big Papa, the record went platinum and the young hip-hop artist became a full-fledged star. That same year, The Source named the rapper Best New Artist, Best Live Performer, and Lyricist of the Year. By the close of 1995, Biggie was one of music's best-selling and most sought-after performers. However, success and wealth hardly brought peace to Biggie's life. In the immediate aftermath of Ready to Die's popularity, the rapper found himself in constant fear. In 1994, he told the New York Times that he was disliked for having more money, which came with his fame. In May 1995, he allegedly beat up a man after they got into a dispute over a cancelled performance. His most famous battles, however, occurred with others in the hip-hop industry, most notably with Tupac Shakur. In September 1996, Shakur was murdered in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas. Rumors of Biggie's involvement immediately began to make the rounds. Shakur's death amplified Biggie's fears about his own life, and his concern was tragically validated on March 9, 1997. Biggie, who had just come out of the Soul Train Music Awards, was sitting in an SUV when another vehicle pulled up to his car, opened fire, and killed him. Biggie was only 24 years old at the time. Biggie's death came just as the rapper was about to put out his second album, Life After Death. In the wake of Biggie's killing, the record was a giant hit, selling nearly 700,000 copies in its first week. 2 years later, an album of unreleased material from Biggie was released. A third album of extra material, Duets, The Final Chapter, was released in 2005. Today, Biggie is still one of the music industry's most admired hip-hop artists. Several musicians have paid tribute to Biggie by mentioning him in their songs, and his musical style has been emulated by countless up-and-coming artists. Undoubtedly, Biggie's talent as a writer and rapper will continue to be acknowledged for decades to come. Learn more at blackfacts.com.